For you guys who do follow me on social media, follow me on Instagram, there's been, if you watched, I talked about the Sig Sauer P365 when I went to SHOT Show, and I kind of went on ad nauseum about how much I wanted to get this gun in my hand and shoot it, because we're talking about a gun that's almost the size of a PM9, so to speak, with 10 rounds. Yeah, got me a little excited. So I am happy to say today I have one here with me in my hand, and right now I'm running it with the 10 round magazine with the extension. And up front, I gotta say, in hand, it's very synonymous to the PM9, feels like a PM9 except better. And by better, I mean it's a little bit slightly bigger than the PM9, so it feels great in hand compared to the PM9. Sometimes the PM9 can feel a little bit smaller. And for those of you who wonder why I keep comparing it to the PM9, even though a lot of people are comparing this to the 43, I don't necessarily think the P365 is in the same vein, or I think it's closer to the PM9 than it is the 43. And the reason I say that is because it does feel really small. The 43, on the other hand, feels like a bigger gun. And then also on top of that, I just can't figure it out, but I think PM9 every time I pick this thing up. That being said, I'm gonna start off doing some shooting, and then I'll give you my take on it. All right. First things first, this gun definitely doesn't kick as much as the PM9. I was a little concerned about when I first got this gun in hand, as small as it was, and even with the magazine capacity, I'm thinking, okay, this thing is going to kick like a mule. This thing is just going to be not fun to shoot. And I gotta be honest with you, with those first couple of rounds, I gotta say that's not the case. It is a little bit punchier, but compared to say like the 43, but nothing that makes me go, I don't think I want to shoot this anymore. One more. Yeah. So I don't not enjoy shooting this. Right now, it's not that, it doesn't kick that much to me. So here's a 13 round magazine, which is the one thing for me that really stood out the most, is just the capacity to size ratio. I largely complain about guns not having enough ammo or having enough capacity, especially when we're talking about HKs, just because they feel great in hand and they're bigger guns, even though they're compact, but the capacity just doesn't do it for me. Well, now you have this 13 rounds, well, 12 rounds plus 1, 13, and in this little bitty package, man, that's phenomenal. That is utterly phenomenal. There we go. It really doesn't kick that much at all. And then when you add the pinky extension on here, well, it's not the pinky extension, but with the extended magazine, it gives me a full-size grip. Now, I have small hands, but for me, this is perfect. This is definitely perfect. The width is just fine. It's running about an inch wide. As far as the trigger, I mean, like a lot of people complain about the trigger on the PM9 and they think it's a bad trigger. I don't think the PM9 has a bad trigger. I just think it has a long trigger. And I think a lot of people compare it to a single action, double action trigger versus a double action only trigger. In this case, this is a double action well, this is a striker fired, so it's gonna be, what is it, constant action, or whatever you wanna call it. Whatever the Glock trigger mechanism on it, same concept. The trigger on this, the trigger is rather smooth. And the reset, to be honest, even though I don't really shoot the reset, but it's good. I can't think of anything right now that I don't like about this gun. All right, let's see. Go. Let's try it. I'm thoroughly impressed with this thing. I'm not gonna lie, and I think to be honest with you, I think I'm kind of holding back a little bit about how I feel about the gun, because I don't think it's really quite set in yet. But the gun is a shooter. Like let's see. Like, come on, like this is a micro compact, and I don't feel any less capable with this gun than I would with, say, a Glock 19 or a Glock 17. Even though you have the capacity and you have the sight radius on those guns, would make it a little bit more accurate to shoot. Well, let's see what we got from here. Do I have any more ammo? Oh, yeah, I know. I think I'm out. Damn it. So, unfortunately, I'm out. But that's gonna be for the first mag of the P365. Right now, after going through these first, what, 3-4 mags, I believe it was? Yeah, about 3 mags. Yeah, 3 mags. I like it. I like it a lot. I hate the fact that I can't think of anything that I don't really like about it right now. I'm trying to think of any possible negatives, at least for me, and I'm not really finding them. Which is interesting, because the fact that I do like this gun and I like the way that it shoots, and then as far as it having the magazine capacity with 10 rounds here, that's 10 rounds flush, and then 12 rounds, there are going to be some concealed carry guns that I have that are probably not going to see the light of day anymore. I'm not going to say any guns in particular, but why else would I carry something else when I can get a gun this small that's this shootable and give me the capacity of what some almost full-size guns have? The sights on it are pretty nice too. I'm honestly kind of left speechless. One of the biggest concerns I had when I first got my hands on the gun was that I thought, you know, I was worried that the gun wouldn't live up to the expectation. Right now, that's exactly what it's doing. And quite frankly, I don't know. I'm searching and I'm struggling to find something that I do not like about this gun, and I'm not finding it. Even down to the way the magazine release, the magazines drop just fine. Like, there's no issue. And unless there's an issue with reliability, once I run a higher number of rounds through it, I gotta say this gun is dangerous. And when I say dangerous, I mean dangerous from a concealed carry market standpoint, because a lot of people and a lot of companies come out with things and they call them game changing. I personally think this is probably one of the closest that it's come from a pistol standpoint to a game changer, at least for right now. Like I said, these are just the first magazines that I shot through it, but thus far, color me exceptionally impressed. I might be a little biased, but to me, the Pew Pew life is the ultimate lifestyle. Can you think of another lifestyle that protects your freedom, protects your life and the people that you love, puts food on the table, helps you bond with family and friends, and provides you sports and recreation? I can't. Can you? And now you can add hydration to that list with the new line of Pew Pew Life drinkware. The Pew Pew Life tumblers and bottles are made from stainless steel and feature a double wall vacuum insulation that keeps drinks cold for 24 hours and hot drinks hot for 12 hours. I think it's safe to say that there is no better way to stay hydrated while showing your pride for the lifestyle we all love and cherish. So click the link and order your drinkware today. And remember, the Pew Pew Life equals the people. What's going on, folks? This is Colion Noir. If you like what you saw in this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button that should be located on the bottom left portion of the screen. I mean, come on, who are you fooling? I know you want to.